Meeting to order. Sorry about that. Forgot to press the button. Roll call. Mears.
Yes.
Wynn. Hartshorn.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, this is nuisance abatement hearing for case number 2020-01. Property owner Timothy Mitchell Settle. Address of violation 11803 Wolf Creek Pike, Brookville, Ohio. Parcel ID L550270200098. Acreage 4.902 acres. Zoning is RA. The purpose of this public hearing is to determine if a nuisance violation exists on this property as defined in ORC section 505.87 and as adopted in Perry Township Resolution 11-72. A nuisance condition may be determined to exist if vegetation, garbage, refuge, or other debris is kept in such a manner that causes damage, annoyance, inconvenience, blight, and/or affects the health, safety, and welfare of adjacent residents or properties. Finding of facts. October 24th, 2019, I received a verbal complaint regarding the junk and debris at 11803 Wolf Creek Pike, Brookville, Ohio. On October 24th, I took property pictures from the road. The property is in violation of Perry Township Resolution 1172. On October 25th, 2019, a courtesy notice sent by regular mail to the property owner along with a copy of the Perry Township Resolution 1172, giving the property owner until November 4th, 2019 to take care of the problem. On October 31, 2019, the property owner, Timothy Settle, came into the Perry Township offices stating that he received the courtesy notification and asked for an extension to take care of cleaning up the property. The reasons for the extension was asked for is because 1, the property owner works 3 jobs, 2, the property owner is still cleaning up from the tornado, and number 3, daylight savings time. The property owner and the zoning administrator agreed to an extension until December 31, 2019. November 12, 2019, the zoning administrator reported in the monthly trustee meeting that an extension until December 31, 2019 to clean up the property was given. After the meeting, a Perry Township resident advised the zoning administrator that he would be willing to haul the huge pile of scrap metal for the property owner. On November 14, 2019, a letter was sent to the property owner at 11803 Wolf Creek Pike, Brookville, Ohio via regular mail advising that a Perry Township resident is willing to haul the huge pile of scrap metal and to contact the Perry Township zoning administrator if willing to accept the help. December 10, 2019, the property owner has not contacted the zoning administrator to accept the help. December 30, 2019, the property owner came to the township offices requesting another extension, stating that there's not enough daylight and that he has cleaned up the property some. The zoning administrator denied the request and advised the property owner of the nuisance abatement process. January 15, 2020, pictures taken of the progress. Notice of the nuisance abatement hearing scheduled for January 17, 2020, mailed regular and certified mail to the property owner on January 3rd, 2020, along with pictures taken on October 24, 2019. And here's pictures. The dates and address are in the bottom right corner. You can see before and after how he has cleaned it up considerably.
Okay, I guess at this time we open up for decision and review. Discussion and review. Would you like to state anything?
Yeah, as administrator stated, I've been doing storm damage from Brookville to Beaver Creek and everything in between. The pile was aluminum that I've basically collected over the past several months because of the storm damage. I don't have time to take it to the scrap yard. I work by myself. I mean, I'm self-employed. just everything I do is by myself. I work by myself, everything. I did get the aluminum pile cleaned up, moved, all that. I still have work, I understand that. But like I said, if it was the middle of summer, it wouldn't be a problem because of the daylight. By the time I get home, it's either close to dark or dark. I'm in my 60s, and by the time I get home, I don't feel like doing much of anything because I'm climbing ladders all day, up and down, all that stuff. So, anywho, I did get the aluminum pile cleaned up. There's still debris around there. I separated piles as far as recycling because that's what I do with it. And I do intend to get it cleaned up. It's just, if you could work with me a little bit until the daylight days start getting a little bit longer and all that. I mean, I have full intentions of cleaning it up.
So, were there pictures of the other areas that were of issue?
No, those are the,
She can't go on the properties. She can just take the pictures.
Gotcha.
Okay, the tornado, I had a barrier so you couldn't see my other stuff. The tornado blew it down, and I'm in the process of putting another barrier up so you can't see it, because I was told if you can't see it, it's not a problem.
Okay.
So that, I'm in the process of addressing that issue also. I live by myself, I spend time by myself. I mean, I'm not a shooter or anything like that. I call the SWAT team on the neighbor, not me. So, I don't cause any problems. I'm not a party animal. I don't drink, smoke, none of that stuff, so.
I actually live across the street from you. I live across the street from Dave Clark. So
You bought Rother's old house?
Combs. The Combs property.
Okay,
Yeah.
Naughty
Pine Farm. It's got a little sign out front.
yeah.
We lost a big tree in the storm as well.
I lost several trees, and I do keep my yard in order, at least try to, so.
I was just trying to get a better understanding of if the aluminum pile was there and that was part of the problem, that's been cleaned, that's no longer a problem.
Right.
What are the outstanding issues from the initial complaint that are outstanding?
or
Or,
you can see the pictures, the
With
October 24th pictures versus the pictures that were taken this week.
Right.
So there's still
So
some,
these
like
are
he
the
said,
new
there's still
ones?
some debris that he's working on.
So,
right.
and I did drive by the property, and the day I drove by, you were out picking it up or moving it.
That was a $1,000 pile, by the way. That's why somebody volunteered to me.
I was gonna say, I'll come
figured
get it.
that out.
I'll take it to the scrapyard.
Yeah, no kidding.
Explains why you didn't reach back out.
Exactly.
So do you have a list of activities that you're planning to get done within a specific time period?
Just clean it up.
I'm just trying to quantify what clean it up means. You know, what is included in that and how you measure progress. Because as long as progress is being shown and it's not at a super slow pace, I mean, if it's at a logical pace and it's making sense, I think that would go a long way towards what the outcome of this.
Well, I've been working on that. I mean,
I understand. If you were to be granted an extension, how much time do you think it would take for you to get to the desired state?
And that's really hard to say, I would say, especially now with the weather.
yeah, and the thing is like I said, I'm in my 60s, so I don't move too well. I'm climbing ladders, walking roofs, stuff like that. Thank God I can still do that stuff. But I've got arthritis in my hands, knees, legs, and by the end of the day, like I said, I don't feel like doing much of anything. If it was summer, warmer, it goes a long way. I'm not saying wait till summer to get everything cleaned up, but I will work as I can. A day like this, I can work kind of on a ragged edge. I've been working, if the weather's decent, Saturdays, Sundays,
Right.
anything I can, because I got so much work, I'm just buried.
Right. So, from
I can
you,
show a little bit of progress.
right. From you, what are the things that you see that you're going to try to accomplish in a short amount of time?
In a short amount of time?
Well, in an amount of time. So that you don't have a timeline of it'll be done by X date or,
Well, get the
Something like that.
driveway in order, number one.
right.
The boat, I rent a barn that I have other boats in, and I have the engine out of it. The engine guy hasn't finished my engine, so that's number one. I get that out of there, which shouldn't be a problem for this tag and everything else.
Right.
Once I get that out, I can back it up and start cleaning the debris out of there, take it to the scrap yard. And I got 2 vehicles that I'm working on. One of them's gonna go to the junkyard, the other one's gonna be repaired, and that's gonna be one of my daily drivers, so. that's
Those are the
stuff we
front two there that looks like a van or an SUV that's tarped?
Yeah, 2 SUVs.
2 SUVs, okay.
Yeah, I took one to the frame shop, and they didn't do the job I was expecting, so I've got to take it back to them, and then I found another place that would straighten the frame for me, so
Okay.
I'm working on it. Like I said, if I get a decent day where I'm not working, I can straighten up. Last time I was in here, I asked for a couple more months, so I don't know if that's feasible or not.
Okay. And is there any comments from the public? Anybody from the public have any comments? Okay. Well, I make a motion to close the public portion of the hearing. So,
Second.
call roll.
Mears,
Yes.
Hartshorn,
Yes.
do I call Wynn? She's not here, okay.
Well, I say we give him an extension because he is trying.
He is, and as I'm looking at the pictures, I mean, more than just the aluminum pile was cleaned up. And I know the leaves are off everything now, so it looks more
Yes.
clear. And there's really nothing that anyone can help him with because the 2 vehicles are being repaired.
Right.
The boat has to be stored somewhere. And I guess is the semi persistent?
I put a new transmission, new clutch in it. I plan on getting rid of the damn thing.
Okay.
I mean, it's not doing me any good. I'm a truck driver, CDL. I move trucks for Navistar when they have them. I want to get rid of that damn thing. I'm not going to use it anymore.
So I think, from what you can see, I mean, that's really the
Yes.
only things of issue. So, we're, what, mid-January?
What are you thinking? I mean,
I want to give myself enough wiggle room, you might say, because I don't want to bump up against the timeline again. I mean, I've been on a job since November, and I'm probably a week, weather permitting, on getting that thing buttoned up. So after that, I'll be back doing my gutters and stuff like that, so I can kind of work in between as far as getting stuff cleaned up, because then I'll be my own boss at that time. So I don't know.
so like maybe 2 months, like the end of
Yeah.
March, would that be okay with
That
it?
would-
But if you don't make progress in that time, if we don't see it, we'll be sending you another letter.
I understand.
Okay.
And I would say, in the meantime, I mean, the only thing that really anyone can help you with is with your driveway. If there's things with your driveway that, and I think I'd be happy to come out and help you out with cleaning, brushing, whatever you need.
I understand.
Within reason. I'm a handy individual, but I'm not a handyman, so there's a definite distinction there of where my line is.
The bottom line is, it's my mess.
But I'll tell you, I know that there's a lot of people there on Wolf Creek Pike that I've gotten to know over my last 3 years there, 3.5 years there. And they're good people. And I've seen them help out some other people in the neighborhood. So it's not even a matter of having to put it out there too far. But I mean,
Sure.
there's things that we can do to help you out. So
I've lived there for 40 years.
keep that in mind,
so-
and, you know, if you're having issues, let us know.
And if you get more scrap, let me know and I'll come back.
There's gonna be much
I
more,
got-
believe me, but
I
I'll
got a
try to
big
keep
trailer.
it, I'll try to keep it under control.
I could use $1,000.
It's a big piece of scrap in a tree on Diamond Mill.
I seen that. There's another one laying in the driveway across the street from it.
Holy cow.
Roof, tin roof. Yeah.
So do we make that, are you okay with that, December?
I was just looking at
31st?
the calendar to make sure that's not like a Sunday or something, so like the end
They
of the
were just
month.
getting a
was
head
the
start on
31st.
their treehouse.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the hardest part, is getting that roof up
I
there.
Make a
think we
motion
need a little work on the roof.
March
though. It's
31st.
looking a little out
So
of
Tim, is that
whack.
okay with you?
Pardon?
We go March 31st,
Yeah.
we'll give you that,
Yeah,
and then just as long as you're making progress.
I'll make progress.
Well, yeah, because you've already done this, so. Okay, Jason made a motion. so-
Yeah.
And I second.
Hartshorn,
Yes.
Mears,
Yes. And I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay, sir, that's it.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. It's accommodating.
Whatever happened to David?
For how long?
Right now, we're not materially sure.
I was getting ready to spell my name for you.
Several years.